Lots of exciting books came out today. I am here to tell you about the 4 that I am most excited about getting to. First up, we have a prequel novel to the Witcher series called Crossroads of Ravens. This is by Andrzej Sapkowski, and this follows a young Geralt of Rivia as he becomes involved with the Witchers and starts to be, I guess, mentored by one of them and starts to claim some of the fame that he eventually garners. I have not read any of the Witcher books, so this will be my entry point into the series. I'm curious to see whether or not this is the best starting point, or whether or not The Last Wish is the best starting point, or I don't know. There's a lot of different entry points that people recommend, but I'm hopeful that this is a great place to start, as it is chronologically the first one to take place. Next up, we have a new release from one of my favorite currently writing horror authors. That is the Autumn Springs Retirement Home Massacre by Philip Fracassi. I have been loving Philip Fracassi's works lately. I enjoyed his sci-fi novel from this year, his novella from this year, and some of his past horror releases, and this book sounds like so much fun. We have an older protagonist living in a retirement home, and one day someone mysteriously dies, which, you know, in a retirement home may not be as uncommon as you might think, but there's some mysterious circumstances, and then someone else drops dead mysteriously, and the main character starts to wonder if there is a serial killer in their midst and if she could be next. I'm really excited about this one. I cannot wait to pick it up this month. Next up, we have Salt Crop, which is a sci-fi novel by Yumi Katasai, whose name I definitely butchered, but whose book I am very excited to read. This book follows a pair of sisters who cross oceans and miles and miles and miles to try to find their third sister who is missing. It is a post-apocalyptic, like, ecological disaster type book, and it's supposed to be epic in scale and moving, and I cannot wait to read this. I have not read anything by this author, but I've heard very good things, and so I hope that I will enjoy this book when I get to it. And lastly, the book I'm most excited for that releases today is Falling in a Sea of Stars, book 8 in the Green Rider series, which is one of my favorite fantasy series of all time. My wife and I binge read this series this year, and it has been such a delight. It perfectly blends modern and traditional fantasy, has some amazing characters, really interesting magic, politics that are so intricate and wonderful to follow, and a love triangle slash will they won't they romance in it that is just to die for. I am loving this series so much. If you have not read the Green Rider books, I highly recommend them. They have been being published over 2 decades, but the author is actively working on them and publishing books every few years, so it's not one that you have to wait forever for, and it is just an absolutely amazing fantasy series. Let me know if you're going to read any of these. I certainly plan on reading all of them.